Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Journey Through GL podcast. I'm your host, Thomas, and today we have something very exciting. This is the very first episode with a co host. Today is the first episode with my co host, CharRon. Give a little introduction, why don't you?
My name is CharRon. I'm 20 years old. My favorite GL couple is definitely Freeing Becky. And if I had to pick my favorite IGL show right now, it'd have to be The Earth out of the four elements.
So, your favorite GL couple is Fring Becky. So, the fact that we're talking about the
Yes.
loyal pin in today's episode is pretty good timing then.
Yes, very good timing.
Yeah. So, everyone, welcome to week 11 of the rewatch. And this is the second Thai jail of the rewatch where we will be splitting it up between 2 weeks since the loyal pin is more than 12 episodes. We're splitting it between 2 different weeks. This week's episode will cover episodes 1 through 8. The two of us got some notes on each episode. Plus, we'll still do the news segment and the currently airing segment. And I want to give a quick PSA for everyone at the beginning of this episode that I do create chapter markings for every single episode. On YouTube, they'll be in the description. And on Spotify, you can skim through the episode or just go to the chapter markings where they usually always are. There were quite a few people that were unhappy with how much I talked about Spider Man Brand New Day in the last episode. So just know that if you don't want to listen to the start of the episode and you just want to get to the series review, that's always a possibility. Um, is there something that you would like to start with? Do you want to start with the news segment, the currently airing? Do you want to get the series review out of the way?
Oh, we can do the currently airing.
All right. Uh, so then let's start with AI Girl episode 6, one of the
Oh
saddest
my gosh.
episodes.
Ever. Oh my god. Ooh,
I
that one. Ooh.
Yeah, what are you thinking right now? Because for me, the theory that I created almost completely went down the drain.
Honestly, now that I seen the preview at the end of the episode about what episode 7 might be, I'm still on Team Irene. I know everyone was like Team AI is over. Maybe she might come back. Maybe she might not. I was more shocked that she was the I guess like prime minister's daughter from another marriage. That was kind of a shock.
Yeah,
And then when they busted into that house,
yes, I had made a theory that I did believe that Irene was his daughter, but I thought that the reason he was wanting a robot for his daughter was because his daughter was dead and that Irene was the dead daughter in this timeline and she wasn't supposed to exist. And I was right that she was his daughter, but not about anything else.
honestly, I'm more shocked that they thought they were going to be resetting I I and they didn't. They kind of like just like shut her all the way down. That was heartbreaking.
I'm pretty sure that the episode or the series is going to make Jen and I endgame, but I still don't know how I feel about that. Like, this was the first episode that
It's
I
a
really felt I was a human and that Jen and I were in love with each other.
it definitely was giving that. It definitely was giving that they were that I finally understood what it was like to be a human and what it was like to love someone and to cry and all of that. And so like to see all that put in one episode was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, and this was like one of the most gut-wrenching heartbreak scenes, seeing Jen grieve over I and finding the love note that I wrote for her in the video of her knowing that she
Oh
was
my
going to
god.
die.
Oh my
Just
god. I was literally crying at the end of that episode.
me too. Do you think that Run knows something?
She may know something. I was when she showed up, I was like, "Oh my god, she finally came." But then when she said, "Is that the robot?" and I was like, "Oh, so do we not like Hi, or is she more uncomfortable with her friend fell in love with the robot?"
I thought I thought that Run was kind of judging her a little bit. Like her expression and body language was reading like her processing in her head. She was thinking that sh- and I thought time travel was weird, but this bitch is just crazy. I think that's kind of what she was thinking.
I think she was like, "Oh, I traveled back in time and redid my life, but now you're falling in love with a robot." I thought my time skip was weird, but the robot's even weirder. That was kind of the vibe I was given. It was given. She was giving off a little bit. Not gonna lie.
I still think that Irene is from the old timeline because of the preview of the next episode and how Irene said that they knew each other before.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out on my theory. Perhaps Irene also went back and was able to redo life just like Rand did in her show, but Jen didn't remember her or doesn't remember her, but has a glimpse of her in her mind. That's why she dreams about her. And that's why they used basically her face to be I, so she could still be close to her in some way.
That would explain why Jen was drawing Irene's face. That would make sense.
That would just wrap it all up because that would just absolutely be crazy.
I oh my gosh, I like both Jen and Irene and Jen and I like the human part of it, but I just know that it's going to be Jen and I at the very end.
I want it to be Irene though.
Me too. I really, really want it to be Irene. I still don't know why Irene helped Jen at the restaurant.
Maybe her memories from the timeline before, and she already knew what was gonna happen, so she just went there to save her from embarrassment before it went sideways.
Possibly. Have you seen the theory that Irene is also a robot?
Yes, and I don't believe that.
Me neither anymore.
I was, I'm sorry. The fact that she's helping, she has too much of an attitude to be a robot. I'm sorry.
She might just be a more advanced model. I don't know.
Well, now it just doesn't make sense because she has a whole father.
That's true. That is very true.
So that one
Um,
just out the window.
yeah. I like these sci-fi shows, but it's a shame that it's only 6 episodes long. Or no, seven.
7, yeah. Like we went from like 12 to 8 to 7. Next thing you know, it's gonna be 6 episodes. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, well, I mean, having 6 really good episodes is better than having like a million 10-minute episodes like what My Lady's Bodyguard has, if you're watching that.
That one, that one irritates me so bad.
Me too. It really irritates me too. Do you want to move on to that one, or do you want to still talk AI Girl a little bit longer?
We can talk about that one.
I am really not liking that like this one. It's fun and cute, but it's nothing special.
I like how it's like old time themed, but like I feel like every episode is just like a continuation on to every other episode. It's like I can you can already guess what's gonna happen in the next episode because it's kind of just like the same thing
Yeah,
in a
and
way.
yeah, and it's like nothing that we really haven't seen before. Like it's another arranged marriage situation now, and do you think that maybe the arranged marriage will happen?
I think it would get far enough to where like they're at the wedding and then he may run away. I mean, she's just like a free soul. The princess, she's just free. She just wants to do whatever she wants. She wants to climb up trees and everything. So I feel like she may run away. But it's only 10 minutes long, so like you can't even 5 minutes would just be her running in the woods if she was to run away.
It's still better than Your Apple and Shadow of Love were. With
Oh my
Your
god.
Apple, I haven't seen that one in at least half a year, but there were some episodes where the first half of the episode was just the end of the previous one.
Yeah, no, I dropped that one because that one was just irking all my nerves.
I don't blame you, but unfortunately, it's going to have to be rewatched at some point.
Yeah, I know. Got the
Um,
power back through that one.
yeah, same. So, like, I've never dropped one, but there have been some that I've been very close to dropping.
I had to drop it like after episode 3 when it was literally repeating it, and I was like, "What are we repeating ourselves for?"
Yeah, I couldn't get it. Like, Apple of Love did not need a second series. It was good as it
Nope,
is.
nope. Leave it alone. Leave it be.
You want to move on to In Love Forever now?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, I still cannot stand how much time the stepmother is getting.
Oh, like the mom irritates the shit out of me. Like I just, oh my god, like the fact that like she even went on that show to say all that stuff about she cared about her daughter and all this other stuff. I don't think she realized the backlash it had on her own daughter's life.
Yeah, and
And then
that's when Runch like finally,
said no more.
yeah, and this episode was better than the last two episodes because it was really satisfying and heartwarming to see Runch and Neen like cleaning their house after the whole situation got cleared. To me, I viewed that as them cleaning off the negativity from Runch's mom and getting rid of the mess from their home.
And like just having like like someone with like a fresh start within their own space. 'Cause I felt like they felt like, well, if I was in that situation, I feel like my my area has been tainted a little bit. It needs to be gone away.
I I don't get what her issue is. She's so self-obsessed and self-absorbed that she has the audacity to say that the world took what she said on TV the wrong way, but people are taking it exactly the way that she wanted people to take it. And Runch actually said it perfectly that she was getting a taste of her own medicine.
Well, I feel like she's one of those moms to where she's like, it's me and my daughter against the world, and no one's gonna take my daughter from me if it's not someone that I approve of. Because you can tell that Neen is someone that's like completely opposite of her.
You
And
know,
I think,
the way that you described that reminds me of Ginny and Georgia, if you've seen that show.
oh my gosh, yes, it's literally Ginny and Georgia.
Well, not exactly. Like I wouldn't
Well,
compare.
like they're dynamic. They're the mom's dynamic more than Rand, but
Yeah,
definitely the
sure.
mom.
I actually
Based off the clips I've seen.
yeah, I agree. I actually finished, so I watched Ginny and Georgia for the first time like last summer before I even like fully started committing to watching Thai GLs. And recently I finished rewatching Ginny and Georgia, but it was my mom's first time watching the series, so I rewatched it during her first time watching it, and we finished season 3 a couple of weeks ago.
That show's just like, oh my god, it's just the mom's batshit crazy. The daughter starts to become batshit crazy. Like everyone is just off the walls.
It's dysfunctional is what it is.
It's a very dysfunctional family trying to be functional and failing really bad.
I agree. Um In Love Forever would have been better for me if it mostly focused on Runch and Neen falling back in love with each other. I think that episodes 1 and 2 are the best episodes of the show, and if they maybe went no contact with the mom early on and like put that situation behind them and spent most of the show doing what they were doing in episodes 1, 2, and 3, I think I'd be liking it more than I am currently. I'm still enjoying it quite a lot, but I just think that it could have been paced better.
Okay, well, let me disagree with you for like 2 seconds. I like the way it's paced, but I feel like they keep throwing the mom back in there because that's just the type of mom she is. Like I fear I've met someone's mom that's just like this, so like it's kind of more like realistic, but also at the
Really?
same time I kind of yes. But also at the same time I kind of wish the mom would just shut the hell up and let her kid do what she wants to do.
I guess I don't live in a situation where there's moms actually like that. Um, I'm sure that all like everyone can say that their mom is a little bit crazy, but I think that Runch's mom is just next level. Like she threw out her daughter's wedding ring.
And then was shocked when she had to pick it up out of the trash. Come on
Yeah.
now. Give my
Um,
property away, go find it.
yeah. And oh my gosh, I can't imagine anyone doing I can't imagine anyone doing that. That's so crazy.
Like like don't throw away my stuff. Like you in my house, you're throwing away my stuff.
I don't like
I would
that
be
she
like, you need
was
to get
in her
out
house to
tonight.
begin with.
And then made herself at home. No, you got to go. Pack your stuff back up in your suitcase and stay on the curb for dad to come pick you up. You got to go.
I wish we saw more of the dad now that you mentioned that.
Yeah, I feel like he's been a little bit absent
I
because
agree.
normally he drops some like really good wisdom, but he hasn't been seen for a hot minute. So I wonder where he's wandered off to.
I think that his character is just not as important to the show.
Mm, that makes sense.
I'm not sure. Do you want to move on to the fire?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Fire episode 5 was honestly really, really fun for me. I wonder how long Fi is going to be in denial for because, well, we obviously already know that she's head over heels in love with Kafao, but she's not going to admit that.
She's not going to admit it, but I feel like how do I put this? I feel like she's gonna realize sooner that it's better to just confess how you feel than to hold it in. But they were so freaking cute.
They are. The water park scene, I think, was probably just Nam Nung and Noi being themselves instead of acting because it looked too genuine.
Yeah, like they were just themselves. Like they were not acting at all. Like they were just having fun.
Yeah, for real. Um, I was wondering which one of them fell first and which one would fall harder, and now we know that Kafao fell first.
Well, fell first.
And do you think Fi is going to fall harder?
I think she is gonna fall harder. I feel like you can tell as the episodes go on, she's like definitely falling a little bit harder. Like she even called up Rose.
I know. Well, Rose called her, I think.
Yeah, Rose called. Well, they were on. Was it
I
Rose? I think it was.
I I can't remember. Um, I don't
Because she
think
got
that.
all excited
Yeah, I
when she
know.
gave out that advice.
She's like she's so um what's the word? Like obvious, but I gotta think of a better vocab word than obvious. I don't
She's
know.
definitely not low key. She tries to be low key about it, but she's very not. She's very chalant with it.
Yeah. I mean, she she's so committed that she snuck away from what she was doing to spend the entire day with her, and she didn't care about any reprimands or if she would get in trouble at all.
And that's how you truly know you've fallen in love.
Yeah, I really liked it. I'm liking Four Elements. I think that this is probably one of the better enemies to lovers that we've gotten personally.
In the entire Yale world, to be honest, because normally you're like enemies for like an episode or two, then all of a sudden we're in love trying to move in with each other.
Yeah, and everyone tries to bring up enemies with benefits, but that one was more benefits than enemies, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely very little enemy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good show, but it's definitely lacking on the enemy part.
Yeah, I like it. Um, you want to move on to the news segment before the series review?
Yep.
I don't know if did you get any notes for news stuff? If not, that's fine. I've got some things.
No, not for no.
All right, yeah, that's fine. Um, for those listening, we had already spoken a little bit beforehand. I gave Shar a little bit of a preview for what episodes are like, and you've got some notes for the episodes of the Loyal Pin you told me.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So for the news segment, really all that I've got is just a lot of updates about shows that are coming out in the near future. We've gotten release dates for quite a lot of them, really. We already knew that Moonshadow is premiering on August 12th, which is this Wednesday, and
Yeah.
Fairway of Love is premiering on September 6th. But we now got some information that Juliet and Juliet could possibly premiere on September 5th. It's not been confirmed, but it seems likely right now. Next, uh, do you have you heard of like Tom Clang, the series that Star Hunter is coming out with this year?
No, I have not.
It's kind of like Petrichor meets Runaway.
Yeah, no.
That one is going to premiere on September 7th. So we've got one premiering on
Hey,
the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Three in a row, which that will be a Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday
it's been a hot minute since we've had a show come out on a Monday.
since Grill Rules, I think.
Yeah.
We also learned that By My Boss is starting filming tomorrow as of recording this, and it's going to release on October 28th, which is really soon.
That's a really short filming time.
Yeah, I I would like if they're releasing it on October 28th, then they should have already started filming by now, but I don't know how long the filming for Shades was before it came out, so maybe it'll be good. It's from the same company that made Shades, so I have high hopes for it.
Oh, so it's gonna be fires when I'm here.
Yeah, plus Ying is in it, so I'm guessing it's going to be amazing.
It better be.
Another series that we got a premiere date for is Under Her Rules, which is the Mean Babe series, and it will release on October 17th.
Everything's coming out in the next 2 months.
I know we've already got um this makes seven late year GLs because we've got Moonshadow, Fairway of Love, By My Boss, Please Love, which just wrapped filming after 28 days of shooting, or 24 days of shooting, and it'll have 8 episodes. We don't know when it'll come out, but it's supposed to be in September. We have Juliet and Juliet, Under Her Rules, and Calm Clang. So that's already seven, and that's not even like anything from November.
Oh my god. The children are getting fed.
I know. I think I'm most
God.
excited for By My Boss.
Yeah, By My Boss is gonna be fire. I'm also excited for Moon Shadow.
Me too. I've not watched the trailer or the BTS episode for it. I want to go into the series fresh.
I watched the trailer. The trailer looks fire.
I I've been avoiding spoilers for it, but I did see that the mom from Secret of Us Affair and Broken of Love is in it.
He's in. Oh my! If you ever need someone to act like a really bad mother, I swear they have her on speed dial.
She does it really good.
Because she be pushing my buttons.
Yeah. The last thing that I have for the news segment here is Mimi from Player. She has concluded her contract with Heart Pop as of, I think, the 6th.
Oh, yes, I did hear about that.
Do you think that it's likely that Ice June will happen?
75%. 75%. I'm still stuck at the restaurant because I really want June and View to get back together, but I know it's not going to happen.
Oh my gosh. You
But I
can't.
am still stuck at the restaurant.
That's crazy.
I feel
I
like a divorced child.
see, I wanted June Munich with Love Echoes, but I'm just glad that Love Echoes is happening because I think that Munich will really do really good as her role.
I think she's going to do great. I feel bad that June hasn't gotten a series that she's starred in yet.
I agree.
Like she's always a side character, and I feel like she'd be a very good main character.
Right now, for the ones that she's been in, I think my favorite role of hers is in 23.5. I really like
Yes,
23.5.
I loved her in that. Oh, like she did such a good job. Her and View did such a good job.
I agree. All right, with that said, let's move on to the series review. This is part one for the Loyal Pin. It's just the first 8 episodes, so we will not be doing a final rating for it. That will come in next week's episode. But this is obviously the third Free and Becky project that they have done. They did Gap, they did Uranus, which was last week, and now this week and next week will be The Loyal Pin. This series was produced by Idol Factory and it released on August 4th, 2024, which was actually 4 days before my birthday that year, although I wasn't in the GL
Woo!
fandom at that time.
Oh,
We've got some notes for each episode. I have a couple positives and a negative. If you have any of those, you can share them.
yes, I do have a couple for some of the episodes.
All right. If they're episode specific, we can wait a little bit. If they're not, then let them have it.
Oh,
Actually, eh, do what you want.
mine's very episode specific.
Okay. Mine are a bit more general, so I'll just share mine right now. Um, my first positive is how culturally important and significant this show is.
Very.
I mean, it was endorsed by the Ministry of Commerce in Thailand.
Which, like, they're the only GL couple that has had that ever.
I know, and I think that it's also partially maybe because of how long this series is, and maybe the endorsement made them make the show a little bit longer.
I feel like it was that, and then I feel like they also wanted to show all aspects of the culture.
Yeah, even though most of the show takes place in and around that palace area.
But I also like, let me not speak on that.
All right.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Um, next positive that I have for these first 8 episodes is just the elegance and pulchritude of both the characters, Anin and Pin, plus the locations and environment that they're at. I mean, it's
The
beautiful.
palace, the palaces are just immaculate.
I know. Like, I want to go to the Wawa house sometime. That's what the location is called for those who don't know.
I believe you were able to tour the palace. I believe
I think so.
the Wawa Palace. I believe you're able to
Next,
if no one's filming there.
yeah. Well, no, I've seen some videos on TikTok of people filming there.
I'm talking about like if they're like filming a show there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, next positive I have is just all capitals Rebecca Armstrong.
Yes,
She is amazing in this series.
this Armstrong. It's definitely her tie. Definitely upgraded from Gap. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure. And have you seen the interview where she was like that they had to speak in like olden day Thai for this series?
Yes, very olden day Thai. So she had to like learn how to speak old Thai.
Yeah, she's amazing. I've always loved her performance in this series. And Freen does a really good job too. I'm not taking anything away from her.
Reed does a great job at being a very patient lady. That's pretty much what her title is. It's just lady. She's very good at like capturing what it looked like.
Yeah. Um, some other positives, the music, the costumes, the hair, lighting, dialogue, pretty much just how it looks and sounds.
The dresses,
They're gorgeous. Yeah. The only negative that I have is some of the scenes are pretty drawn out.
I I would like to know what scenes those are.
It's a lot of them, to be honest, and it doesn't take away from the story at all. Like, it's nothing unnecessary, but if you notice, th- a lot like the episodes tend to be pretty long, and there's quite a number of scenes that I just think are longer than what they need to be, but I don't particularly care that much. Take for example the tennis scene. I think that the match could have been a little bit shorter than it was.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Let's just start with episode 1. Would you like to start?
Yes. So I really like episode one. I liked watching them go from young children to adults and how like how everyone in Aneen's family sees Aneen versus Penn and how they kind of like grew up together. They were super close. They're kind of like best friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Um it was a good introduction, but I felt like for this episode there was nothing super grand in comparison to a lot of other shows because it was taking its time and making room for a lot of things. And I like that it shows how Pin and Anine meet when they're young. Like when they show that early on in the show instead of placing it in later, and how Pin had to move into the Lotus Palace with Princess Pat after her parents passed away. And then Anine meets her and gives her the pinwheel, and Sasa is introduced. And those two are like pretty iconic symbols throughout the show, the pinwheel and Sasa.
Very, they're one of the very important items.
They're ways of expressing love and silent communication between the two of them. There's like many scenes where we see the pinwheel blowing in the wind, and in like episode 7 or 8 we find out that Anin's name, Aninapat, means a beautiful wind. So I kind of take that as Anin speaking to Pin indirectly, and Sasa, we obviously see Pin talking to the bunny as if she's talking to Anin, and pinching the bunny.
Yes, that's so so cute.
It's so funny. I've been trying to see if I can get my hands on one of the sold out Sasa dolls, but it's really not easy to do because you also have to find someone willing to sell it.
You have to find someone willing to sell it, and if you look on eBay and you find the person that's willing to sell it, they hike up the price so high that you just don't want to buy it anymore.
Yeah, I know. Like, we ain't got that kind of money.
Like, you're funny. I'm not paying $350 plus shipping for you to give me a bunny.
Mm-mm. Nope, not at all. Um, we learned that Anin is very quite mischievous, and Pin often catches her in her acts. And the way that Pin scolds her is so hilarious. And Anin's stunned face when she gets caught is equally funny. The scene when she's like raiding the kitchen for desserts and Rick runs away was so funny.
Oh, I love Frick. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. By the end of this episode, although the parents obviously don't suspect any type of relationship between the two of them, it's mostly able to tell that, well, obviously we know they're going to be together by the end, but at this point it's easy to tell that Anin has feelings for her because although Well, mm, I
You
don't
can
think.
kind of tell when she gets bit by the snake and she sucks the poison out of her ankle.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And when Pin says that Anin is her happiness and her home, like immediately you can clock that girl's gayness.
Like, okay, I see you.
And when Anin convinces Princess Pat to let her sleep over at the Lotus Palace, and when Anin realizes that Pin kept the pinwheel and the hair ribbon and the handkerchief, plus she keeps the handkerchief under her pillow. It's it's one of the gayest things I've ever seen, but like they don't mention it very much.
Like it's so cute.
Can I just highlight Nam as Prick really quickly?
Yes, because I love the way she played Prick.
Prick is the only role that Nam has done where I don't see Nam and I only see the character because all throughout Gap, Loyal Pin, Somewhere Somehow, Dream, and Four Elements, I've been able to see Nam and not her character except for the Loyal Pin. I only saw Prick.
Well, you can see in some parts, I feel like there's a possibility that could be how the way she acts in real life, but like not really. I'm like that's more of a character than anything.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move on to episode 2, which proves even more how the two of them were already in love with each other at 15, even though they didn't admit it or probably even realize it. What do you like? Would you say the same?
I would say the same. It's kind of heartbreaking to watch Anine leave Pin, and Pin has to like be by herself, and she's very depressed for a little bit, and she's waiting for her to come back at some point, and
They likely thought that it was normal best friends things since it was only the two of them growing up together, unless you count Prick. Anin is the only friend that Pin has ever really had that she can spend all her time with, and now she's leaving for 7 years. So it's not just a girl losing her best friend, it's a girl losing the only close friend that she's ever had. And Anin didn't at all fully grasp how devastated Pin was until after she herself had already left, and then it hurt her that they were separated by something that they both didn't like, and now they had to wait for years for each other again.
I feel like it hit her later than it hit Pin, and then Pin was just like, I'm losing the only friend I've ever had, the only person I've really hung out with, and then Neen's kind of like busy all the time and trying to get ready to leave, and she doesn't really want to go, but she knows she has to go.
I agree. Um, the jealousy was also kind of cute too.
The jealousy was a little high.
W- Really, high in what sense?
Like when she figures out that what's her name? The one girl from school that they used to went to when she found out she also was going abroad.
Oh, Owen.
Didn't write down her name. Yes, when she found out she was like, oh,
Yeah, that
he's
comes.
going too.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
Pin.
that's later. That's later.
Yeah, that's later. I was talking about when Anin mentioned a friend named Emma in one of the letters is when we first really see Pin being jealous.
Oh yes, when she does mention Emma, it was a little hostile look in the eyes.
Do you think that Pin gets more jealous than Anin or the other way around? It's a tough competition.
I think they're both equally as jealous, but you could put out that Pen is a little bit more possessive and jealous.
Probably. But the way that Anin talks and acts about Kua is like lethal.
She wants to take that man down. She wants to take that man down.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry, she wants to take that man down.
it's obvious that Pin has zero interest in being anywhere even near him, and how she called for Prick to stay right there, even when he tried to ask her to leave.
Oh my, you can just tell that Pin really does not like men.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
the thought of even going on a date with him disgusted her deep in her heart.
There's only so few men that we really see Anin have a good interaction with in this series.
Very few. Not a lot.
Yeah, they were so clearly already in love with each other when they were kids, but either neither of them knew it, or Anin knew but didn't say anything because they were too young, I think.
I think it's because they were too young and she wasn't
Yeah.
100% sure about her feelings until she left.
Um, Something else that I also noticed in this episode is Anin's change in voice tone when she's with Pin versus without. When Prick was crying with Anin in her bedroom, Anin's voice was a bit more of a casual lower tone, but when she's with Pin, she makes her tone of voice higher to appear cuter, I think.
I definitely hear it, and with Prick, he definitely has way more.
Oh, for
I wouldn't
sure.
say attitude, but like way more casual than a princess and a
Uh,
personal servant would be.
well, I don't know. She can have some attitude. When Anin told Prick to get out in one of the later episodes,
You're so funny together.
they have such a great relationship. They have such a great relationship. Any character that Nam plays is so likable.
Like it's hard to hate any of her characters because to some degree, to some person, she's funny.
Yeah. Episode 3 um was a lot.
When Nadine came back, she was like a
I
she
call
wasn't
her
the
a
same
vulture.
person. Oh, oh, oh my.
I mean, it works.
Well, yeah, yeah, that word does work.
It's probably one of the episodes with scenes and dialogue that fans remember the most, I would say.
Definitely.
I I used to say that Anin was a really big red flag. I don't think so anymore. I think that where I got she was a red flag from mainly comes with this episode, because this is a scene when Anin is like making all of these advances on Pin, like when
And
Pin asks her what she wants to eat, and when Anin unbuns her shirt, and the oil massage, and the cork garland. Those scenes are crazy.
like we're getting a little bit, we're a little too strong.
I know. What do you have written down? I'm really curious.
I said a little bit self-centered because because when they go out together, when Pen's doing her is going to college and she's hanging out with her friends and she's just right there, and I was like, okay, you can kind of give her like a little space to do what she needs to do in life.
Yeah, I have the exact same thing written down, just worded a little differently.
'Cause
Basically, go ahead.
I feel like she could have. I feel like we didn't have to follow her around, but also at the same time, I understand her missing her friend that she hasn't seen in a very long time.
She's very possessive.
Oh yeah, them looks, them death glares.
Yeah. Like, from the dartboard scene alone, when Prick tells her about the different guys that are trying to court Pin. And when Anin turns around and interrogates Brick about who is more pretty, who holds higher status, whatever,
Got it.
and then she instantly turns around and throws a bullseye.
She's like, "Don't you ever say that name in my chambers again." I was like, "Oh, oh my."
I I love Anin like this, but I'm glad that it's not for the whole show.
If it was for the whole show, I would have been like, "We need to cut that out a little bit."
Yeah, it's it's a lot. The oil massage scene is probably no, I'd say it's either the oil massage scene or when she unbuttons her shirt.
For me, it's when she unbuttons her shirt. I would have been like, "Girl, put your clothes back on." I wouldn't run out the room. I'd be like, "Put your clothes on." Like we have
Yeah,
to be for a little bit.
it's so funny. She's a lot. I wish that I could remember my reaction the first time that I saw it because keep in mind the very first thing that Pin does is stare right at her boobs.
Yes, yes, she does. Yes, she's staring at a little too intently. But I like how like Anine teases her and she gets like dirty and embarrassed and like runs off.
I think that when Pin turns away and is shy and embarrassed is the moments when Anin really nails down that Pin might have feelings for her, especially during the oil massage scene.
Yeah, so she's trying to pull the towel up and she keeps pulling the towel down.
And then when she tries to leave, Anin grabs her and pulls her on top of her. And keep in mind that the only thing
Yes.
that's separating Pin from Anin's naked body is one towel.
Literally just a towel that's wrapped around her.
Yeah, but
Honestly, like that's the even crazier part. That she even the fact that she grabbed her is the crazy part.
she grabs her a lot in this series.
We're grabbing everybody. Well, just her specifically, but we're always grabbing her.
What did you think about when Ken asked Anin what she wanted to eat, and she just said you?
Honestly, that is probably one of the most used clips ever of anyone editing that series.
Yeah,
The
that's why
entire
it's.
series. That is like it's it's a good editing clip, but I feel like I would have also said, "Huh?" or "What did you just say?" or "What did you just mean by that?" Because that's very bold of you.
Yeah. I do think, though, that the love confession at the end of this episode was probably one of the most attractive. I have the entire thing like copy and pasted here because I just loved it so much. But I don't think that I'll read it all unless you want me to.
No, read it, read it, read it. I want to know.
So it's when Anin comes back and Crick and Pin are in the Pine Palace with her, and Pin goes up to the bedroom and is making the bed because Pin feels jealous and neglected. And Anin says, word for word, I miss Prick just as a friend, but with you, it's much more than that. I miss you so much, I couldn't put it into words. I only know that during those days and nights while I was waiting for your letters, it had felt so long and excruciating, but when I was able to read just a short line from your letter, I was delighted. Every day, I was eagerly looking forward to your letter. I kept asking myself that if my heart keeps yearning for someone all the time, whether I'm asleep or while I'm awake, can I still call it an affection until I finally found an answer? For me, it is more than an affection, it's a burning desire.
Fire quote.
It's amazing. And she uses burning desire a lot in this series.
I feel like if anyone ever told me they had a burning desire for me, I would be. I don't know what I would be.
It's a little intense.
Very,
You want to move on to
very.
episode 4? or do you have more
Yeah,
stuff for
yeah.
episode 3?
No, 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 no. Four, four, four.
All right. Go ahead.
I, I'm more upset that like you can tell Pin really likes Anine, and she's just walking around talking about it, or like she's unsure about it. And I'm like, you're not unsure about it. And then when, how do you say her name? The cousin's name?
Oh, Angfa?
Unkpa? Yeah, when Unkpa pulls up, she's like, what are you doing here? Like she like it kind of gives like have you ever seen the show Arthur?
No.
Okay, the little sister DW has mad attitude about people coming in their house. That's kind of the vibe Pin was giving
Really?
about her. Yeah, that's how I perceive it because she was very much like watching them a little bit, trying to keep tabs on them a little bit. Like she definitely was jealous. She definitely
Oh,
did.
yeah. I have something huge written down for that. One of those scenes when Anin and Angfa are with each other is in the Pine Palace, and Anin is feeding something to Angfa. Actually, I think they were feeding each other, and the camera would close on Pin, and the sound effect of like the angry elephant noise. So funny. So funny. But I think what would have been funnier and probably a better sound would be one of those 1930s work whistle steam noises, like the auga
Oh
ones.
yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know exactly which ones you're talking about. When I heard that elephant noise, I died.
It's
I
funny.
died. I think
It's probably
they were
the
having.
only unserious thing about the show is those sound effects.
They. I know they were having mad fun on that sound effect board because
Yeah,
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't have even thought to put a mad elephant noise.
no, me neither. The series does great with its sounds though, and the music is amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's music to my ears.
I don't
Oh my
have
gosh.
I don't have many bad things to say about it. This is the first GL that Hugh Fuse directs, and he's done, I think, 6 total. He's done all of the 4 elements. He did Love Design and The Loyal Pen.
He's done a great. He did a very great job with the oil pen and the filming and the directing of it.
Completely amazing. He won an award for it, I think.
I believe he's won a couple awards for it. I
Probably.
think. I mean, it needs it. It
Definitely.
deserves it.
Absolutely. Um, you got any other things for
Cinema
episode 4?
wise. No, episode 4 is a great episode.
It is. They're all great episodes. Something that we see reoccurring in this series is when Pin gets upset and she starts carving the mangoes.
Yes. Yes.
I weirdly
She.
like all of those scenes.
I think it's very cool that Breen was able to do it though. Like I know she didn't like carve the fruit to look how it looked when they were presenting it, but her pretending to do it is kind of pretty cool to me.
I agree. The tennis match is also in this episode as well.
Tennis match. Oh my god, I love the tennis match. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the tennis match is perfect in every way.
I love how Anin bullies Kua so much.
She was whooping that ass. He came prepared to whoop that ass.
Definitely. Kua was trying to take so much control of the game and he was trying to look so impressive for Pin, and it's just not working.
He was trying to be such an alpha male. It was the testosterone levels were just high as hell.
Yeah.
It was not attractive.
And then we get to the highlight of the episode, which is Princess Pat has to go to a wedding, and Anin finds that loophole to send Prick with her, and then Anin and Pin get to be alone in the Pine Palace, and we get the French kiss scene.
Yes, when she's showing her all the different kisses.
It's amazing. Like this is such a Beck Freen series.
It's very much
Well, except for episode 8. Honestly, I think that episode 8 is a really good halfway point. Like I'm kind of glad that we stopped there for this week.
I am too because it ends right where it needs to end.
Yeah. Um Want to go to episode 5 then? Head on to that.
Yes.
Well, it um obviously picks up right where episode 4 left off, and then Pin gets scared and locks herself in the room, and then when it's morning, Pin is already gone.
When Anina's banging on that poor like window thing in the Pine Palace, I wouldn't say sad, but
It
it's
feels
kind of like give her room to process what happened, kind of thing.
it's like I think if Anin went into the room, she would have asked a million questions and tried to apologize for a lot of things. She is kind of like act first, think later.
That's very Anine. I'm more shocked that the part where she, well, first of all, Pin is really fast at locking the door and running away.
Definitely.
I've never been able to run away and lock a door that fast in my entire life. And like you can also tell that like Pin's heart was racing a little bit when she was like hiding behind the curtain.
Oh, that's a really good point. I like how this series uses the heartbeat sound effect.
So like you're more engulfed into it.
Yeah. Um, that's actually the last Pin and In scene for this episode until Pin gives Anin the sponge bath after she falls ill.
Yes, because she's not talking to her. She's hiding.
I don't entirely know how I feel about that.
What? Pin hiding from her?
No, Anin not eating anything because Pin isn't speaking to her.
Honestly, I understand the meme a little bit, but like that's as a gay individual.
I
I've been
understand
like
the stress that
so
she was probably in.
like like the person you like and that you really want to date isn't talking to you, and it's like you feel a little depressed and you don't really want to eat and you're kind of just like moping around like that was pretty much Anine, but she kept trying to contact her or find ways to see her or contact her.
And then when they do get back together, Anin like tests Pin again because Anin unbuttons her shirt so that only her tank top is showing, and that takes Pin by surprise, which Anin must have had to move really quickly to unbutton her shirt that fast.
Also, so that she has like when Pin goes up to her room to give her the sponge bath, she definitely has. She thought it was prick at first, so she was just like very like I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to be left alone vibes. But then when she
Definitely.
realizes that it's Pin, she gets a little bit more excited about it.
Yeah, she thought that it was prick at first. Side note, I just got a notification that it is confirmed that Julia and Juliet will come out on September 5th, so it's no longer a rumor, it's confirmed now.
Woo! They're
Don't
blessing
know
us.
how many episodes though. Um, Back to the loyal Pin. How did you feel about Pin's jealousy when Anin had to go to pray to attend the funeral for her cousin's father?
I feel like that wasn't really a need moment to be jealous because a family member died.
By this point, it's not clear that her cousin has feelings for Anin, which I hate.
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
I'm more upset it's the cousin.
Yeah.
But like I guess it was normal back then, so
I wish that we saw more of Koi in this series because Koi is kind of like what Prick is to a Nin, but for Pin, and we don't see enough of her.
I I love her. I wish they would have gave her more scenes and they didn't give her
Me too. And
enough.
more lines.
She had like fewest lines in the entire show.
Yeah.
To be such like to be someone that's like involved a little bit, she has like the least amount of lines. She's like her
There's
little sidekick a little bit.
yeah. Yeah, I wish she had more lines. I agree. Um, I think my favorite scene from this episode is when Anin is sketching the portrait of Pin from memory, and she's speaking to the portrait and asks, "Why are you avoiding the love that I have for you?" Absolute cinema.
Yes. That's just like peak performance.
I
Also the drawing was
love
like
the
way
performance.
better. I
Yeah.
like how like her drawing upgraded from like when she was a kid to like now. Well, at this point in the series.
Well, she's studying to be an architect, so it makes sense that she'd have to be good at drawing.
And have very crisp lines,
Definitely.
architecture wise. Yes.
You have any more things for
Like,
episode 5? You can finish what you were saying. I didn't mean to
mm,
interrupt you.
no, you're good. I like at the end of the episode where Anine gives Pin one of the hairpins.
Yes, 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 yes.
And then I believe Anine asks her, "Will you be mine tonight?" or something along those lines. And then Pin says, um, and whatever
That
her full name is belongs to Anina Pat.
uh uh Pantita, I think is her full name.
Yes, Penita belongs
Sure.
to Anina Pat.
Yeah, I actually found the website that sells the hairpins that they used in the show.
I want one so bad. Send me
Me
the link.
too. Okay, I'll do that
Send me
after
the link.
this.
Send me
I'll
the
do
link.
that after
Yes,
this.
yes, yes, yes.
And then episode 6 we get the first spicy scene, obviously, which it opens from that.
It's like a very long scene too.
It's 8 minutes. It's the
8 minutes.
entire opening scene before the credits.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I watched it the first time, I watched it when it was live airing on the Idol Factory channel.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Everyone in that chat lost their minds. Everyone in the chat lost their minds.
I
I
mean,
was
I
more
would too.
stunned. I had my jaw on the ground. I had to pick it up off the ground. I was at a loss for words. I was gasping at air.
I wish I could remember my reaction first time watching that scene. Probably something pretty similar because I had actually watched Gap and Uranus right before watching The Loyal Pin, so I was kind of rinsing through Free and Becky at that point.
Oh my god.
Really great. And then
Oh my god.
in the morning after, Prick
When she pops
mimicking.
up,
That's
it's
some
like,
next level voyeurism shit.
I was like, oh my god. That's some shit like a sibling. Like if a sibling was close to you and you did something like that, that's something they would do in the morning to you talking about, oh,
Yeah,
I just heard sounds all night and it sounded like this. You're like, let me go home. Let me go away from you.
we actually get two spicy scenes in this episode, and the second one is Anin eating Pin out.
On the couch. On the couch.
It's
And then she was like, why did you stop? I was like, oh.
like we are getting that crazy.
I was like, this is only day one.
Well, they've been starving for 7 years, 5 years at this
5 years.
point.
No, 4? 5?
No, it's 5 years because it was
5.
she
15 to 20.
yeah.
Right. Okay. I be forgetting their ages sometimes. And then she tells Peen I love you. She tells Pin that. I'm like, oh,
I love the
so
sweet
sweet.
moments between the two of them.
Like, oh, this is so like cute.
What did you think of the scene when Pin is doing the chores and Anin, like the sheet scene when they kiss
It's
underneath
so
the laundry
it's
sheet?
so cute. It's so cute. Like that warms my heart.
It's one of the most romantic scenes in my opinion.
It's so lighthearted and like sweet and like very like nothing's gonna disturb us now. It's just us in our little world, and it's like all the babies
They do get a little bit lazy about the secret keeping though, I think.
with the sheet. Yeah, at sunset when the light's beaming through a very thin white sheet.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it gets worse
Oh,
later on in the series, as we already know.
way worse. It gets way worse.
Yeah,
Way worse. We get a little bit too caught up in our world. We need to be a little focused on the outside.
yeah. They still have responsibilities and duties. And the fact that Anin was helping out with the chores, and when Princess Pat and Prince Anan were shocked by it, it's like, okay, maybe try to, mm, I don't know, because I don't want to say that I wish that they had kept their love a secret, but the fact that they didn't also caught, well, I guess if they did keep their love a secret, then we wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, you're right.
I've not read
And
the
they would
novel
eventually
before.
both have to. I've not read the novel,
The only novel that I've
unfortunately.
read is Affair.
I haven't read any novels.
It's been a very long time since I've read the Affair novel, but I remember it being very close to what the show is.
I
That's actually
I
the
think
next
I
series that we
heard.
rewatch after The Loyal Pin.
Yeah, baby. Oh my god, I'm so ready for that one.
Me too.
Oh, don't. Oh, the scene when Kunku pulls up and he wants to speak to Pin and Aneen's there too. Talking about shouldn't you be at work right now?
Yeah, yeah. And is that is that episode 7 or is it this episode? I forget.
The one where she's like clapping back at him.
Yeah.
It's this episode.
Okay. I I hate that man. I really hate that man.
He's probably one of the most top rated men in my entire list of like people who are trying to get in between a relationship. And it's always a man.
Oh, I don't know. Like you can't say that about
Well,
Clarabelle.
minus my well, yeah, you're right.
I think she's probably the worst villain. Kay
Mm,
is
I don't like that one.
because no matter how bad villains have been, no one has resorted to attempted
Poison
murder.
in jail.
Yes. So,
Then when she got oh my god.
I mean, I
We're,
know
we're
that we have
rewatching that one too.
we've got to rewatch all of them.
Whew. That one's definitely gonna hit the hit the soul again.
Yeah, it's yeah, but it's going to be for a little while. That's something about committing to this, which I'm really glad that I have you as a co-host now.
Yeah, that's not until oh I'm glad to be on here to be honest. That's not until like
February.
yeah, around my birthday.
Oh, cool.
Yes, we'll be doing Safe Zone the day before my birthday. Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh. Oh, well, that's an interesting
Mm.
show to watch the week of the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. On Valentine's Day too.
Um, back to Loyal Pen, we obviously get told by this point that like after Kua leaves and Pernell comes is when we learn that Anin has to go back to England sooner than expected.
Yes, and she's you can see Pin's very hurt by it.
Extremely
Like
hurt.
she's on the ground. She's on the ground crying.
I think that the silent scenes of them hugging or consoling each other without saying anything probably speak the most volume. Actually, I think I can say that about all GLs. I think I just like moments like that in general.
The silent scenes are my favorite scenes because it's just you can tell how they fit without any words needed.
And it's even before Pin's birthday too, which Pin doesn't know that. But then when Anin makes that birthday cake in advance, she has to tell her why. And then Pin ends up not eating anything and collapsing, which
And
when
falls in.
Princess Pat started, like, got so startled and worried and immediately went to Pin, I I really like Princess Pat's love and care for Pin, but
She's
like
such a good for now.
for now, well, you have to also keep in mind this is 1950s Thailand.
Yeah. Everything in the 50s was just different.
Yeah. So I think that Princess Pat does mean well, and but she has a very fixed point of view about the life that she wants Pin to live. But I do think that she loves her truly.
I feel like she loves her as if she was her own daughter.
She's been raising Pin since she was, what, 8 years old? Something like that?
Um,
I don't think, I don't
eight
know if I have
or
it written down.
8 or 9, I think.
Yeah. Because episodes 1 to 2, they're 15 and 16. 3 to 7 is 20 and 21. And from 8 onwards, Onion is 22 and Pin is 23.
Yeah.
The last scene from episode 6 is one of the most painful for, I think, a lot of fans because it's when Pin wakes up. Like, obviously, she's dreaming, but she wakes up after sleeping for so long because she was ill that the return date for Anin had come and she missed it. And Pin doesn't make a huge scene. She doesn't loudly sob, and she only cries one single tear. And for me, I think that that tear just holds all of the pain that she's feeling, but also all of the love and emotions that Pin has for Anin.
I agree with you. It's so hard. It's heartbreaking. That's the only way to put it. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Do you want to move on to episode 7, or do you have any more things to say about
Yes.
episode 6? All right.
No, episode 6 was good and
It was
sad all at the same time.
it was great. That's the way that a lot of these episodes are, I feel like. Well, later on they get more sad than anything,
Yes, they do.
but that's something for next week. You can
Yes,
start with
that's next
episode
week's
7 if you would
sadness.
like.
When she wakes up from this bad dream, and Annie's like, "It's okay. I'm right here. I haven't left you." Like that's so. It's so cute.
I have that exact same thing. How Pin is afraid of losing her and she immediately just hugs her. And I
He
don't
goes on
blame
her knee
Pin
and
for
she's like,
not going.
"Annie."
Yeah, I don't blame Pin for not going to the farewell and just watching from a distance.
Hmm. I have a different opinion. I think she should have gone.
Really? Huh.
Yes.
I feel like
Like
that
if the
would make it
person I
harder.
was loving, it would, but at the same time, I would want the person I love to know I'm gonna wave them off with a goodbye. Like I'll be here when you get back kind of thing. But she's kind of just like standing in between the bush.
Sure. Yeah. I
Oh, this is
I can
also when
understand
she
that.
gives her the pillowcase
Yes. Which has just her first initial on it.
with the pins on it, the hairpins.
Yeah. I love the symbolism in this series so much, from Sasa to the pinwheel, the hairpins.
The pillowcase is also symbolic and cute.
I think that Prince Anan telling every man to back off in multiple different languages was really
I
fun.
mean, when you said it in American, like when you said it in English,
He
he said in every language, back off. Don't talk to my sister.
he would have probably spoken it in Iridian if he needed to, because that's how much he cares about Anin. That's a Project Hail Mary
Like,
reference if you didn't get it.
oh yes, yes, yes. I did watch Project Hail Mary. Very good movie.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie. I haven't read the book for it though.
What, Project Hail Mary, or
Project Hail Mary.
I haven't read the book either. I don't read a lot of books.
I'm trying to read more.
I always have my nose in a textbook.
Yeah, that's gonna be me soon.
Yeah, I know.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, later date. Well, probably next week, but when the time comes, we'll discuss it.
Yeah, off air. Um, we also this is the episode that we meet On, who's the childhood friend that we talked about earlier. It felt like
Yes.
she was nearly essaying Anin during that bed scene.
It was very close. It was like right on the border of it being considered that.
I feel like that's an issue that kind of goes unaddressed in a lot of TGLs. And up until episode 3 of My Only Sunshine, it was kind of brushed over a little bit.
I don't understand when we don't point out the importance of, like, even if it's someone you know, that's not okay.
And even if you have feelings for them, it doesn't automatically mean that they need to have feelings for you too.
Yeah, like that's not how that works. But
No, it's not how it works at all. Um, Anin doesn't tell. Does she tell Own that she has someone that she loves? I think she just bluntly says that she doesn't love her like that and wishes to remain as her friend.
yeah, I don't think she mentions that she has feelings for someone else. I think she just says that she doesn't feel that way and not do that again.
Yeah. Um, this is something that I just remembered. I don't know if you caught this or not. I didn't until someone pointed this out to me. Is that the Pine Palace is named after Penn?
Yes, I did know that. You
I
didn't realize that?
No, I didn't. Not up until recently. No.
Oh. Fun fact, the palace is named after Penn. I believe she just added a E on the end so she couldn't call it the
The
Penn
Penn Palace.
Palace.
And
Yeah,
the
because I
fact
think that
that
would be a lot too
oh,
obvious.
obviously, yeah. And the fact that this series is called The Loyal Pen and Anin gifts Pin a gold hairpin from the funeral.
It's all connected. All the Easter eggs are just all connected into one Easter egg.
They really are, yeah. It's
Pretty cool.
I love it. Like
It's
I
very
if
cool.
there's ever a series to have 16 episodes, I'm not mad that it's this one.
I'm not mad at all. I kind of wish. Well, we'll get to that next week. I'll say that next week.
Okay, yeah, save it. There's truthfully not a whole lot that really happens in episode 7 that I can really name. We know that Pin gets a job as a translator. We see her teasing Pin about the letters and packages, and um, we learn that Owen's older sister is the fiance for Prince Arnon, which obviously means that there can't be
Sister-in-law
a relationship between them.
at all.
Well,
And
not
then also
romantic.
gives. Well, yeah. Then Anine gives Penn the earrings for her graduation gift.
Yeah,
I love how she puts them on and she wears them. But it was kind of like a want to wait for you to come back, counting down the days kind of episode.
I agree. I actually don't really have a whole lot for episode 7. What do you have?
I just said Pin really misses Anine, and then at the end, Anine
Yeah.
comes out of nowhere and hugs her from the back, so she kind of thinks she's daydreaming it.
Yeah, um there was like when watching it at the end of episode 7 is a really good moment, but then watching it at the start of episode 8 when Pin gets upset that Anin kept it a secret from her was a bit of an interesting choice, but I did like seeing Anin's perspective from when she was coming back to watching Pin walk into the Pine Palace and meeting up with Prick again.
Oh, I love that interaction. Big episode 8 with her and Prick. Like, oh, like I'm back kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you want to move on to episode 8 or do you have any more things for
Yes.
episode 7?
No. No, episode 7 is a very calm episode.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't get many things from it. Do we want to start with talking about the punishment scene or should we save that for later?
Save that one for last.
All right.
Ooh, ooh,
Man, that you know what? Nope.
ooh.
Save it. Saving it. Uh Pia, let's talk about her a little bit. What do you think about her?
I love Pia and Prick together.
Really?
Yes, I do.
I feel like it could have gone just well with not including Pia's character
I mean, it like realistically, like in the timeline, it like made no sense to leave her other
without a
servant
servant.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it made sense to bring her back, but she didn't have to stay at just the Pine Palace. But like, you also need more than one person to take care of a palace.
Yeah.
Even though there's only like one person staying there, but it's
You
just
know,
funny how they interacted. And she was like, "No, Anina's my master," and she's like, ah, "She brought me back."
yeah,
I'm
they
thinking
bicker quite a bit.
it's very
Well,
funny to me.
we'll see that more. I think I kind of understand Prick's point of view. I think it's reasonable and justifiable for her to feel this way, but it's unnecessary to be as vocal about it as she is.
Like, also at the same time, that's just Prig.
Yeah, she talks a lot.
She's very, very vocal. The time she's not vocal is when she's in trouble.
Let's see here. Oh, uh, Anin and Pin have their first sexy time on like a table again, but this time it's with a door open and in broad daylight.
And Pin's very like, it's still light outside. And Aneen's like, I don't care.
She didn't give it two shits.
She said, I waited 2 years. I'm back home.
Yeah,
It's like, ooh, ooh, Lord. Like, slow down. And then after, Pin gets very jealous of like the way she smells because she thought that she smelled like another girl.
but it was just the perfume. Pin's
Yeah, it was just,
jealousy is awesome.
she was like, I have to make sure you don't smell like anybody else. I was like, girl,
Oh, the scene when Pin was marking her territory before and then went back to England.
it's so funny.
It's so funny.
And
Um,
then they kind of have like their like first kind of like date, I guess you could say.
yeah, and then Owen and her sister show up, which not very fun.
No, she's kind of like, what are you doing here? Like Aneen's very like, you're back too.
Do you think that Pin can probably guess that there's something going on between the two of them?
I think she knows something happened, but she doesn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Like she gets the vibe something definitely went down, and
Yeah, like she's clearly not happy about things. And then during the party scene, when Engfa and On are both trying to very subtly make advances on Anin without being too upfront about it, the
And
jealousy
Pins
really
just
shines
standing
there.
in the back.
Yeah,
Pins that Pins that one meme during that scene of like someone standing in the dark and they're like watching you.
yeah.
That's the vibe it gives.
That party was like the actual party scene was a bit hard to watch, but the aftermath of it wasn't.
I love I liked when Anine when everyone was like, "Oh, like your potential fiancés are at this party," and she's just like
She
being barbaric to scare them off.
she takes that gigantic bite out of the piece of a meat like a caveman.
He's like, "You want to bite? You want to bite?" And they're like, "We're good."
Oh, it's so funny.
It's so very funny.
And then the man of the series shows up. Just kidding, it's the worst one.
And he was like, "Oh, do you want to sit down and eat?" And she's like, "Nope, I want to stand right here." And he was like, "Well, I want to stand next to you too."
He's so annoying. Like, take a hint, bro.
Like, Brett, go away. Oh my gosh, I really put Brett, go away.
I
Like he's standing there, like bowing at people. Like, go away.
I
And then at that point, she's just like, "Let's just sit at the table." Shit, like you causing too much of a commotion back here.
It was actually hilarious to me watching Anin be drunk and jealous of Pin being so close to him, and that's what eventually led them to aggressively making out in the middle of the garden.
Yes, I like how like, and then you can see like Finn getting jealous because he's dancing with Moonfa, I believe.
Yeah, she is. Yes.
You
And
can see
On
her
is
getting
looking on
jealous.
at her. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the big idiots like, "You want to dance too? Shut up.
You
Be
know,
quiet."
the thought of a princess of Thailand in the 1950s who obviously at that point is set to marry a man is making out with a lady of the palace in the middle of the garden. That like just let that thought sit with you for a few minutes. And then about 10 minutes later she has her own hands tied together literally as said lady is fingering her.
Like it's craziness. The sound effect over that though,
I mean, Idol Factory knows how to produce really good shows. They just don't know how to treat their artists well. Um, do you want to talk about the punishment scene, or do you? Mm.
oh my god, it
You
was
know,
it,
I originally thought that this happened in episode 10, but it didn't. It happens in this episode. So that was a really fun way to end the week, especially since the day that I watched it was a pretty bad day. So seeing that scene made up for it.
it, I watched it on. I think when I got done with work and I had like a really bad day at work and I seen it and I just was like, you know what, life is not that bad.
Yeah, I watched it Friday night, I
Me too.
think. I watched In Love Forever and then I watched Loyal Pin episode 8.
Uh, it's just uh, episode 8 is just so.
It's a lot.
The music is just like, and then like when they put the tiger noise over her, like smirking a little bit, and I'm
Oh my god, yes, thank you for reminding me of that.
like, why is it always animal noises?
It's what works. It's what works. You know, it reminded me of the scene in The Secret of Us when Falada like when Ern says that she's going to make something and Falada says that she's hungry for her and Falada does
Yes,
that tiger claw. So
no,
funny.
that's funny.
So funny. I don't I don't know how long the punishment scene went on for, do you? It went on for a long time. It's such a good scene.
Time.
It's such a good scene.
It was at least 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like five to six ish.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then at the very end of the episode, tragedy strikes.
One of the biggest cliffhangers, I think, and like I said earlier, one of the like I'm really happy that it ends on this. Prince Anan saw Anin and Pin making out in the garden after they left, and in the scene that we see, he doesn't really say or do anything. He's just stunned, which I think is understandable.
He's like shocked. I wouldn't I wouldn't say confused, but unsure about what to do or what to say. 'Cause he's like pacing in the study a little bit.
Yeah, that's all that I've got for episode 8. Do you got anything else?
Oh, I don't. Episode 8 was hot.
Probably my favorite episode of the series yet.
It's my favorite episode before. No, I wouldn't say that, but like it's one of my favorite episodes.
I don't remember the other episodes, so I'm excited to
My other
see.
favorite is them at the when they go on that beach trip.
Yeah, I like
That
when
has to
they
be my
attend
favorite.
that festival with the Loy Krathong,
Oh yes, that's just so beautiful.
which I actually have that in my cultural aspects and notices notes. Usually, right here after doing the series review is when I would do the OST of the series part. But since we're splitting this up between 2 weeks, um, that'll be for next week's episode, and I'll explain what that is to you. Basically, it's listening to all of the OSTs of the show, which for the Loyal Pin, there's three. There's Until That Day, Yard Petch, and Sheev. And I just look at the lyrics. I decide which lyrics have the most meaning for the show and the characters within it, and which one was played the most. And I have to like come up with good reasoning. And I think it would be really fun if both of us try to do that and see if we come up with the same answer or not. If you have time to do that, of course.
I can do that.
You think that that's a good idea?
It's a great idea
All right, so
because I listened to Until That Day on repeat.
it's so beautiful.
Musically, just uh,
Yeah.
I'm a classical music connoisseur.
There's um there's a concert band piece that I played for my senior year this past year called King of Kings by Robert W. Smith. And although it's based off of George Friedrich Handel's Messiah, which is like a Christian 2 hour long um choral
Ooh,
piece, I think that King of Kings really sounds like the Loyal Pen. Like it really, really, really sounds like the Loyal Pen. I'll send you the video link and you'll just be able to
yeah,
tell how
yeah.
much it sounds like it.
Okay, I need to hear it.
Definitely.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
Yeah. So for the cultural parts of it, really it's mostly food, but I do have a couple things as in regards to like the like the household type of it. Anin in the series is a princess, but she'd probably be more closer to a duchess by this time period from doing my research since her father holds the rank of prince in the show, but we don't hear him called that more often. And Pin belongs to a noble class, but she's not royal, obviously. Her role is basically lady in waiting, which is just
Yeah.
lower ranking, pretty much. Her food is pretty much the biggest part of it. In episode 4, we see a dish called chormung, which is that purple flower shaped dumpling dish
Oh, it
that
looks so
Pin
good.
makes. It apparently symbolizes patience, quiet strength, and love nurtured with care, which makes sense because the dish apparently takes a very long time to make. It it mirrors how Anin and Pin's bond slowly blossoms and the hidden emotions and unspoken longing unfold later on. Like it's built through small,
Oh,
meaningful moments, like a glance or a gesture or a shared meal, basically.
the food is symbolism too.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. Like this, there's a lot of food in this series. I'm realizing that right now.
It all looks very, very, very good.
Definitely. I don't have many Thai restaurants near me, but I'd love to try that. But none of them would serve this because this is
It's too long.
yeah, yeah. Um, in episode 5, we see the ground up pork dish called musarong, which is supposed to be a Nin's favorite dish. And mu in Thai means pork, and the sarong refers to the noodle wrapping, which is kind of an oxymoron texture and flavor.
It looks good though.
It does. And then let's see, there's so many. Oh, the fruit in the syrup called loy keo. It's
Like,
apparently pretty symbolic, and in the soundtrack for The Loyal Planet, not like one of the sung songs, but the actual soundtrack that's used. Apparently, Loy Keo is the name of one of the songs that's mainly used in episode 1, and the dish is just those fruits floating in a flavored syrup, and it's a delicate treat that captures a sense of lightness and serenity, and the song plays during several emotional moments throughout episode 1, and it's a soft, almost floaty melody that mirrors the early stages of a Nin and Pin's relationship, from what I'm able to take from it.
kind of, it. I feel like it shows them like as kids, not as adults, like how it was like light and syrupy.
Yeah, because the syrup didn't look how we
Heavy.
imagine syrup. Like when I hear syrup, I think maple syrup.
When I hear syrup, I think of like the syrup like that you like put in your coffee type of syrup.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or like chocolate syrup.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can definitely see that too. It's like, how do I want to say it? It's kind of like the fruit is their love for each other or their emotions, and the syrup is kind of the social prevention. Like they can occasionally float together, but they can't stay together at that point, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Uh, the last food thing that I was able to capture is the one that's served at the end of the tennis match in episode 4. Apparently, it's called Som Chun, and it's celebrated for its refreshing mix of flavors, sweet, sour, and delicately aromatic. Traditionally enjoyed during the hot season
Ooh.
and immortalized in the poetry of King Rama II. This dessert combines fruits such as lychees and oranges in a fragrant syrup accented with ginger, grilled shallots, and orange peel. The result is a cooling balance of tastes, perfectly capturing Thailand's culinary excellence. All of that was copy and pasted. I want to say I did not make that myself. I get most of this information from theloyalpinseries.com. There's actually a website for the show.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've browsed on there a couple of times. That it sounds good, but I don't know about the salad part and the
I don't know about the
ginger.
ginger part for me. I'm not a big fan of ginger.
Ginger is, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I've ate it before, but like the smell of it kind of like burns my nose a little bit.
When I was down in Costa Rica during a chocolate making tour, I asked the guy that was like giving us the different combinations, what's the weirdest combination that you can think of? And one of the things he put on the chocolate in the spoon was ginger. And the combination ended up being pretty good. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty good.
It might taste pretty good.
Yeah,
Might mask it a little bit.
probably. There was one where we had the thing set on fire.
Ooh, now that's fun.
It is. It is. You got anything else that you want to talk about? Any other notes or things, or are we just both agreeing that the loyal pin is really, really great so far?
It's really, really great these first 8 episodes. I love the car you see, like the cars. Like when
Yeah.
Annie jumps in from the car before they go to school. I love the cars. The cars are very historically accurate to the 1950s.
Same with the costumes and the hair.
Hair, costume, shoes, the car, just everything is culturally appropriate for that time period and what it was like in Thailand.
I wonder when the Wawa house was created. I'm going to search that up right now. It's
Probably in like
probably
the 800s,
it's
maybe
probably
later. It could be 1900s, maybe 1920, 1930. That's my guess. Let me know if I'm wrong.
I'm honestly not getting a lot of information about it. It was probably built around that time. It looks to be about that time period. Um, but I'm not getting any information as to when it was created.